Hey, thanks for jumping on, everyone. I always appreciate it. Um, Obviously, a big fourth quarter for our team. Really happy for our players. They just kept fighting. I guess it's the definition of winning ugly. But we found a way to stay the course. Finally, hit some shots, connected on some shots in that fourth quarter. 9 for 13, which is huge. 3 for 5 from the three. I thought Mama did a great job, just giving us everything she had. I thought a little bit tough coming back from an injury and not getting any live reps. And so we didn't really know what we were going to get from her tonight. I think early seemed a little hesitant, but really, really good minutes from her defensively, especially, and just kind of running and pushing in transition. Vandy's a good team, very well coached. Their matchup is tough. I thought we had some good looks, but the ball just didn't fall for us. I thought that fourth quarter switch into the zone was really huge. We got some deflections, got some stops, and most importantly, we're able to convert on the other end.
Robin, can you talk a little bit more about the fight that your team showed in that fourth quarter and not getting deflated and still going out there and fighting to battle back and get this comeback win?
Yeah, just really proud of their resiliency. It was hard not to get deflated. It was just, shot after shot at the rim, good looks, and we weren't converting. And then I thought they made some tough shots, but I give a lot of credit to our seniors. I thought just the way they showed up and modeled the, composure that they did. I really liked the focus and the intensity and the huddles. I give them a lot of credit, those players. I thought they did a great job of just staying present. I think everybody knew our first three quarters wasn't up to the standard that we think we can play. And certainly you got to give Vandy some credit for that. But I love the leadership and just the composure of our upperclassmen that I think kind of just, carries over into the rest of the team. But we've got some pretty special freshmen that got some ice in their veins as well.
Robin, you talked a little bit about Mama's performance, but can you talk about kind of the energy she brings and how much you noticed that kind of missing against South Carolina and then the difference it brought today?
Yeah. I didn't feel like we were missing that in South. I mean, Mama's a great player. I was so proud of how our players showed up against South Carolina. You're looking at players playing different roles, different positions, who's going to initiate the offense. I was really proud of our team. Satisfied, no, but proud of them, the way they showed up and the composure that they played with. Mama, in my opinion, she just, her ability to push and transition is huge. And I thought she did a really good job getting out and running and getting a piece of the paint. I also think just her handles, her experience, and just as importantly, defensively, being able to get steals and deflections and, stirring things up a little bit. But I don't want to take away from how our players showed up against South Carolina. I think I know what you're alluding to, but I was proud of our effort in that game as well.
I believe it was a 16-1 scoring run you guys went on between the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. What in your mind changed during that time and really made the difference in allowing you guys to have that run and come back?
Yeah, again, I think, going to that 3-2, we were able to get some deflections and get some stops that we had been struggling with. And then we finally, we didn't shoot the ball well all game until that fourth quarter. Let's see. Really the second half, I guess second half we're third quarter 53%, fourth quarter 69%. So I just thought we did a better job just with our spacing, with our slip cuts of, just getting a better feel for that matchup and getting in windows for each other. I thought in that first half, that first possession, I felt really good. We had unbelievable ball movement. We made that one more pass, got the ball inside out. And then after that, in that first half, there was a lot of quick shots and we didn't finish very well at the rim. But I think with time, as they settled into just having a better feel for what that defense looked like, we got some really good slip cuts and were able to convert. Grace Slaughter had a couple big shots. Mama had some good steals.
You've talked a lot about how proud you are of your freshman class. Grace really stepped up in those final minutes and had some really key possessions for you guys that really secure that comeback too. Just what could you say about her performance and the way that she performed and just being a true freshman on this stage?
Yeah, I can, really happy for her, proud of her, but not surprised. It's a byproduct of how she shows up every single day. getting in the gym, consistent with her routine, never wavering. I think really wants to watch film to understand and grow and learn. She's got high aspirations for herself and for our team. And, just has done a great job of emotionally staying very steady and just taking it one day at a time. But I would give, I think the credit is to the work ethic and everything that happens behind the scenes. That's the results follow. And so I love, and not just for her, but for this whole team. I've told you guys a ton of times, they by far do more than any other team than what's required. And I think when you have that kind of work ethic and that kind of commitment, good things will follow. And maybe not as quickly as we like sometimes, but they are sure to come.
Coach, do you think a comeback like this as your first win of the SEC season, it wasn't kind of the start to the round that you guys wanted, could kind of spark something in terms of, building momentum into January and February and into March, hopefully?
Well, I think that's a team that really believes that locker room, us coaches. I mean, we know what we have. We've had some setbacks with some injuries. And so, it changed things out of the gates. And then, so it's a process. And yeah, I don't think we've wavered at all in what our belief is for what we can get done. I think no doubt, a win like this on the road against a top 25 team only adds to the confidence. But I don't sense anybody's wavering. I mean, they've just continued to lean in and work just as hard. I think we've got a really confident team, confident locker room. And after today, it's 0-0 and we got to go back to the drawing board and win Tuesday's practice. That's got to be the mentality. We're not getting ahead of ourselves. We're not looking back. We want to learn and grow, win or lose, and stay true to who we said we were going to be in October.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, guys.